Speaking from the grounds of the Royal Castle in Warsaw, Poland, U.S. President Joe Biden forcefully declared Russian President Vladimir Putin must go.
For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
It sounded like a major shift in U.S. policy. Previously, U.S. officials, including the Secretary of State Antony Blinken, have denied the United States is seeking regime change in Russia. From this location on NATO's eastern flank, Biden also addressed the Russian leader directly, calling his invasion a strategic failure and warning him not to expand the conflict.
Don't even think about moving on one single inch of NATO territory. We have a sacred obligation under Article 5 to defend each and every inch of NATO territory with the full force of our collective power.
If presenters have elected not to pursue the leadership in Ukraine who are taking bullets and bombs for us, along with the Ukrainian children that they are trying to protect, then I think every single one of those people and every bit of that decision will have been the most obscene moment in all of Hollywood history.
Right now you're looking at this is the live coverage coming to you, and you're looking at this is the second one, now holding by the experts from CAC, and also the experts are looking for the other parts for further analysis.
In the state of Zacatecas, the police dress like this, not against the sun or COVID, but because if they're identified, they risk being killed. More have died here than anywhere else in Mexico so far this year. And the majority are killed when they're off duty. That's because, as elsewhere in the country, they have to hand in their guns when they finish their shifts. High-level officials worry that they'll use their weapons illegally themselves if left armed. But it's then that they're easy prey for criminals. At the funeral for Ernesto Bañuelos, his family mourns. The gunmen timed his murder till he'd just clocked off and walked out of the police station.
At least one person was killed when gunmen attacked an international airport in Kaduna, a major city in northwestern Nigeria, on Saturday. Authorities said the deceased was a security guard. The attack also disrupted air traffic. The state's head of security said on Twitter that the attackers had been repulsed by security forces. He said the group was beaten back before entering the airport. There was no immediate claim of responsibility, but state officials put the blame on the so-called bandits. Insecurity has rocked several states in central and northern Nigeria in recent months, with criminal gangs carrying out kidnappings for ransom, cattle raids and attacks on civilians.
Dozens of female students and teachers marched in front of the Education Ministry in Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, on Saturday. The women held signs that read, "Education is our right," against the Taliban's decision to shut girls' secondary schools just hours after reopening them earlier in the week. The Taliban's decision backtracked on their previous commitment to open high schools to girls. And after the decision, the United States abruptly cancelled meetings with the Taliban in Doha that were set to address key economic issues on Friday. Sources told Reuters that the talks were to include discussing hundreds of millions of dollars of funding currently held in a World Bank Trust Fund